Te Arawa are the people who live in Rotorua and Tauranga. So on their arrival, they took their wakas, they actually broke the Tainui waka down into half and they carried it across the land. They put it back in the water on the west coast of the North Island. They began to navigate their way down to Moko. So most of my people got off in the township around Kapia. Kapia, as you know, is not that far away from Raglan, great surfing. Yeah. So we settled there, then we gradually began to move inland. My surname, of course, is a Pākehā name and it's Costa. So we have descendants from England. I'm Welsh, Irish and Scots actually, guys. I've got plenty of different blood groups in my genealogy. However, so when the Māori arrived, they settled in waitomo, but they began to map their way inland, and because Māori were hunter-gatherers, we had no written language. So in order to relate the genealogy and history of our people, we actually sing it. So we do everything we've done in the history is through the arts. Speaking the history, singing the history, dancing the history, carving the history, and weaving the history. So you saw the carving out the front, guys? That is a description of Tāne Mahuta, and in the world of Māori, he is the god of the forest and all living things. We gravitate to the first of the explorers. Frederick Mace was an English surveyor sent to Waitomo in the very early 1800s to try and define the species of this very unusual creature. No forgetting, guys, that Aboriginals in Australia were the very first people to see glowworms because they are found in Tasmania, Victoria, Queensland and New South Wales. He collaborated with my great-grandfather Tāne Tingaro to explore the cave on the 28th of December 1887, and over a period of 3 years he began to survey the cave to be able to give a good description of what people would see in the future. My great-grandmother, Whāriki Huti, was the first female guide in the history of guiding, and if you remember the history of our geology and earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, when the pink and white terraces disappeared, the glowworm cave came online in the very same year. So she guided in 1889. This is my uncle, her grandson, great-grandson, grandson, and he guided here for 46 years. So pretty longevity sort of system of guiding for the descendants of the two tupuna. So with that history, guys, our cave has been in operation, even with the COVID, for 131 years, starting January the 1st. Shall we make our way to the cave? Any questions? Don't hesitate to ask. So you know all about our cave.
Hand the hot dog in the